Now I'm going to tell you what we can use environmental archaeology for. Plants and snails can give us lots of useful information because they like to grow and live in different places. So when we find them in samples, we can tell things like what the landscape looked like and how people used their landscape, from things like planted hedgerows and gardens to what people were growing and when. We can tell what people were eating, cooking and using to cook their food and heat their houses. We can get information about how people looked after or exploited their environment from the plants and snails we find, because different types of trees grow differently depending on how they're looked after, and some snails like different amounts of shade and moistness. We can see how plants were used in medicine and in textiles and in houses. Sometimes we can even identify specific activities, like dyeing or brewing, from environmental remains. And they can show us where different types of activities took place. For instance, where they were processing different parts of their grain harvest for things like bread or straw. So we can use all this information to work out what the environment was like, how people were living and what they were doing. When we've gathered all this information, we put it together with all the other data, like finds, features, environmental archaeology and research, to build up a picture so that everyone can visualise the past.